Real Oviedo is a Spanish football club based in Oviedo, in the autonomous community of Asturias. Founded on March 26, 1926 as a result of the merger of two clubs who had maintained a large sporting rivalry for years in the city, Real Stadium Club Ovetense and Real Club Deportivo Oviedo. The club plays in the Segunda División, the second tier of the Spanish Football League system. The club plays in blue shirts and white shorts in the Estadio Carlos Tartiere, which seats 30,500 spectators, opened on September 30, 2000, is the largest sports stadium in Asturias. In the all-time league table for the Spanish top division, Oviedo rank in 17th place. History: founded in 1926 after a merger with Stadium Ovetense and Real Club Deportivo Oviedo, Oviedo first reached La Liga 7 years later. Between 1933–36, the team gained success because of their revolutionary approach to football tactics. Their attacking quartet of MN, Gala Copyright, Herrera and Isidro Longuera, as well as Casuco and Ricardo Gallart, modernized the game with their pace and running off the ball tied with sharp passing and one-touch football, played in a style 30–40 years before its time, being dubbed Delante as La Copyright Chicas. All this was connected with a rigid training and fitness regime started by a former manager of the club, Englishman Fred Pentland. Longuera won the Pichichi Trophy 3 years in a row prior to the Spanish Civil War, as Oviedo broke all scoring records. With the outbreak of the conflict, however, the team broke up. Longuera emigrated to South America, Herrera and MN signed with FC Barcelona, Gala Copyright with Racing de Santander and Gallart with Racing de Ferrol. When football in the country resumed in 1939, Oviedo were relegated to the second division, as their pitch was deemed unplayable. Francisco Franco's troops had used the stadium as an ammunition dump. During the following decades, the club bounced back between the first and second levels, the high point being qualifying for the UEFA Cup after finishing a best-ever third in 1962–63, while the lowest was the side's first relegation to Segunda División B, in 1978. With the FIFA World Cup to be held on home soil in 1982, the Carlos Tartiere Stadium was completely renewed, the first match being held with the Chilean national team. In 1984 Euro 85 Oviedo won the soon-to-be-defunct Spanish League Cup, after successively defeating UD Salamanca, Bilbao Athletic, CF Lorca Deportiva, CE Sabadell FC and Atla Copyright Tico Madrileña +or-0. In 1988 Oviedo returned to the top division, after ousting RCD Mallorca in the promotion playoffs, and remained in that level for 13 consecutive seasons. In 1990 91 it finished 6th, qualifying once again for Europe, and being knocked out in the first round by Genoa CFC of Italy. After that successful year, there were more brilliant seasons and others where relegation was narrowly dodged. In a nutshell, the Carballons had an outstanding run in La Liga during the 1990s with a team which lined up top international players. In 1992 Real Oviedo as well as most Spanish football clubs were forced to become public limited sports companies. The initial capital stock for Real Oviedo amounted to a 3.6 million. In 2000, the new Carlos Tartiere Stadium with 30,500 seats became Real Oviedo, a unregistered trademark as new ground. It was officially opened on September 20, 2000 with a match between Real Oviedo and Partizan Belgrade, where Real Oviedo lost 0–2 to the Serbian side. 3 days before, Real Oviedo and UD Las Palmas had got a 2–2 draw on the first fixture in the 2000 Euro 01 season. After being relegated 2 consecutive times, Real Oviedo suffered severe economic troubles, which, when coupled with a profound lack of institutional support from the city's government, resulted in the team's inability to pay its players. The club was then forced to drop all the way to the 4th division of Spanish football, for the 2003 Euro 04 season. At this point the team nearly folded but eventually recovered and regrouped, returning to level 3 in the following campaign. Oviedo lasted 2 further campaigns before dropping down a level again. In another playoff against a Mallorca team this time the reserves, the club returned again to the third division, after a penalty shootout. However, its survival remained at risk in the following years, due to continuing financial difficulties. The financial dire straits continued into the 2012 Euro 13 season, when Oviedo called on supporters to buy shares in the club. A few footballers, notably Santi Cazorla, Juan Mata, Misu and Adrià, who all started their careers there, offered their financial support in an attempt to save the club from bankruptcy. The club had until November 17 to raise $2 million in order to prevent closure. On November 17, 2012, Carlos Slim, the richest man in the world, invested $2.5 million in the club, therefore gaining a controlling stake. On May 31, 2015, Oviedo confirmed their return to the Spanish Segunda División after a 13-year absence with a 2-1 aggregate victory over Cádiz in the 2015 Segunda División B playoffs. Season to season, 38 seasons in La Liga, 32 seasons in Segunda División, 9 seasons in Segunda División B, 4 seasons in Tercera División, participations in UEFA Cup, 1. European history. Current squad. The numbers are established according to the official website, www.real Oviedo as of August 23, 2015. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Honors. Team La Liga, 3rd place, 1934-35. 1935-36, 1962-63, Segunda División, winners, 1932 Euro 33, 1951 Euro 52, 1957 Euro 58, 1971 Euro 72, 1974 Euro 75, runners-up, 1931 Euro 32, 1954-55, 1955-56, Copa de la Liga, winners, 1984 Euro 85, Segunda División. NB, winners, 2014 Euro 15, Tercera División, winners, 2003 Euro 04, 2004 Euro 05, 2007 Euro 08, 2008 Euro 09. Individual equals. Pichichi Trophy, La Liga, Isidro Longuera, Mariana N. Segunda División, Isidro Longuera, Eduardo Garcúbez Lalo, Gala N., Carlos, Segunda División B, Miguel Linares, Tercera División, Diego Silveiro. Zamora Trophy, Segunda División, A Scarl Lvarez, Lombardia, Tercera División, Rafael Ponzo, Oinouts Olestia. Notable former players. Note: this list includes players that have appeared in at least 100 league games and/or have reached international status. Personnel. Current technical staff management Managers. Rivalries. The Asturian derby has been closely contested throughout its history and the two teams have met 117 times in all competitions. Real Oviedo have won 49 times, while Sporting de Gijón have done so in 38 games. 30 draws have been produced. Sporting won the first match ever played, a 2-1 win for the regional championships on December 6, 1926. The first top-flight derby took place during the 1944 Euro 45 season, and honours were split over the two games. Oviedo won its home fixture 2-1, but lost by a record 0-6 at El Molina Cubden. The inaugural second-level season, 1929, also brought two local derbies. Oviedo thrashed Sporting 6-2 at home, while Sporting won 3-2 in the return fixture. On March 15, 1998, in the top level, the last contest took place, and Oviedo emerged victorious 2-1 at the Tartiere, eventually managing to stay afloat whilst the Rojiblancos suffered direct relegation as 20th and last. Supporters. After the first relegation in its history to Tercera División, 2003 Euro 04 season, the historical record of the category was established with 10,759 season ticket holders, Up to that time, the record was for Malaga CF in 1995 with 4,200. 5,200 members are kept since 2001, when Real Oviedo was relegated from La Liga and achieved its particular record of 19,132 season ticket holders. Sponsorships and manufacturers. Real Oviedo B, the reserve team, which played since 2010 in the fourth level, was renamed Real Oviedo Vetusta in 2008. Vetusta was also the original name of the team, before the Royal Spanish Football Federation decree which banned unique reserve club names in the early 1990s. References. External links, official website, Football team profile, club magazine, club blog, Ovetense, fan site.